Okay, I'm gonna watch some Italian league today, and it is Allianz Milano versus Modena, and yeah, I mean, two really great Italian teams, and you got a bunch of guys. I'm hoping that Poro's back. He's one of my favorite setters to watch. I mean, of course, Dececco is as well. But then we got players like Reggers, who's having a great season. We got Luauti. It looks like both teams kind of went pretty deep into their roster, making subs, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, what person is playing well, what person's not playing well. Looks like Reggers is the only guy that played the entire time, honestly, besides Checo. And then for Modena, we got Davyskiba Uledchislau. I don't know how to say it. Whatever. You know what I mean. I'm gonna call him Davyskiba for the rest of the game. This is this guy. Okay, he played the full game. Abu Luboba, he played the full game as well. I think he's the Iranian right side, but I could be wrong. And then Gutierrez is also an outside, but I don't know. Stacked with talent. I don't know why I'm talking so much. Let's just watch the game. Regular's starting us off with that deep, high, hard, deep, clean type of swing right there, right past the block. Dececco steps in, puts up a perfect ball. Davyskiba makes a brilliant choice here, going off the hands. It's Luauti here, up there that he uses. Beautiful swing. If you can get that swing down where you just barely hit those hands down that line and just go out of bounds right there, really nice swing to get down, and get used to swinging it. He attacks the seam there. Not a terrible choice. Just making sure he's past that first blocker isn't really like a terrible choice. I want to see this one more time. I don't know. There's so much that Dececco does that it's so subtle and just little tiny things that you can learn from. Really nice help block here. Able to grab it and throw it back inside. Like flick his hands, bring it back into the court. Mm-hmm. He leaves him a little bit low here. And I mean, so defensively right here, you really don't want to get caught like this. It might be obvious, but you don't want to get caught like that. You don't want to be backpedaling. No matter what position you are, 6, 5, wherever you might be, you want to be able to find balance, turn around, and run wherever the ball is. Okay, because obviously you're gonna be much faster if you just turn and run instead. Okay. Perfect pass. See what Dececco does. Finds himself a solo block. Or, sorry, a no block. And this is what Dececco's able to do so often is just like he can get people to bite by doing subtle little things. Nothing too crazy. And I think with the reason why he gets this guy to jump is because he shows it so late. He's up there, okay, I'm gonna set the middle, set the middle. And then look how he drops his hands forward here. Drops his hands forward just a slight bit, because that's all you need to set backwards. Right at that last second. And this guy had already loaded in his mind thinking, okay, he's going in the middle. And then just last minute he goes, boom, right back. Oh my gosh, I think he hit it out of bounds. That's crazy. That is, you gotta balance that. You gotta take care of that. Abu Baba. Hold on, let's see. Abu Abulu Baba. Abulu Baba. No, he's got a nice serve though. Dude's an athlete. I've watched a few games. He's a really good athlete. Lanky, right side, who can hit the ball real hard. Maybe he's not the most controlled or consistent, but he's got a great ceiling, that's for sure. Davyskiba is one of my favorite players to watch as an outside, just because he's so controlled. He's got swagger. He has a lot of variety with the stuff that he does up there when he's swinging. A lot of good stuff. Lots and lots of good stuff. And again, same thing. Like, look, he contacts this super high. I mean, yeah, he's an athlete, man. Reverse float. Look at how much movement there is on that. Watch that ball. It just floats. That's why they call it float. It dances a little bit for you, and that's how you know if you're getting good contact on your float serve is if it's moving like that. Okay. I saw something recently about how you should make sure that your momentum's coming back into the court. Loudy's momentum's going straight here, and then it's still a good swing, so I don't know, but maybe if I'm being picky. Yeah, this is real scrappy. Just touches, keeps the ball alive, and then let's see if they can figure it out. Like, I'd rather have the chance to try and figure it out than just, like, perfect dig or no dig. Like, I would rather not have that extreme one or the other. Is he over the line there? He might be. No, he was good. Dececco's got a pretty easy serve, but he has to just kind of make sure it's consistent, and he has to. Oh, I think it went off the libero here. Let's see this. Yeah, definitely touched it. Poro is very similar. And like, even with how extreme he's setting this in front of him, like, knowing that it's probably going to the middle, these guys can't bite because he will do so much stuff. Like, you can't bite on Dececco because he can change what he's doing so late. And that allows this middle to just get up there early and bang. Just gives them a great opportunity because that blocker was just late and not at their max jump. Yeah, and like that's part of it too, as a setter. If you can just get people to like wait a little bit longer so that their jump isn't their most athletic jump, and that gives the hitter a slight advantage. That's all they need. That's all a hitter needs, man. That's all a good hitter needs. A bad hitter needs an open net to score, but most kids that you play with, you probably won't have to worry about that. I mean, Abulu Baba also hit it out of bounds with an open net, so sometimes that just happens. But I like this touch by regulars, just like a little one just to slow it down, and then the defense is able to keep it alive. Yeah. This swing, I'm not a fan of it because, I mean, if it goes by him, then whatever, it's in play. But like, if he's trying to reuse it, he's got to go after somebody else because the angle that this just goes into open space. You got to be thinking like, how can I hit the block so it goes to one of my teammates? And I think Gardini plays in this game. He's the BYU outside from a few years ago. Very good. I think he had a few good games that I've watched recently. So that was pretty cool to see. But, oh, hello. Oh my. What a dig. Just keep the ball alive, like I said. Again, same thing. Keeping the ball alive. Doesn't need to be perfect. You got to just figure it out. And, oh, hello. And, I mean, they get a swing. Oh, shoot. Hello. I just destroyed this. Oh, my gosh. They get a swing off of this. But then he just swings straight into the hands of the middle. This is my only issue with him because he's so athletic. He's so unbelievably athletic, and he's got a great arm swing, but then he just makes some really bad decisions, And if he can figure that out, then he'll be golden. He'll be a really good outside. But sorry, I didn't mean to touch that. Yeah, Dececco's got sauce, man. He's got sauce. He's able to put up butter and put up a really good set in some really weird situations. Like he's awkward with his body. Boom, he puts up a perfect ball still. It's just, I feel like he flicks his hands so well. Like he finishes his hands no matter where they are. He just finishes to the target really well. Like right here, it's just a subtle little flick. Look at how he flicks his fingers there. Just a subtle little flick. That's all. It's real nice. Little left hand dunk. Love that. And I think this is partially so successful because he can go down the line or he can go here with his left hand, and most people will bite down that line because it's like, okay, the ball's over here, I'm going to go over here. You know what I mean? So it's good to be able to do both because if you can see where that blocker goes, obviously you're going to go the other way. Yeah, I feel like with Gutierrez, shoot, man, it almost gets soft blocked again. Really good dig there. Great choice. Great job just keeping that ball alive. That's beautiful. Great defense. And then they're able to just shove it down their throat. Fair enough. Fair enough. If you can, this is why it's really important to figure out ways to pressure the team instead of just giving them free balls, because if you're giving them free balls, they can just be extremely athletic, and you guys can't. It's tough. And right here, even just Dececco's subtle little things. He just looks at them. He looks at the pipe here. See, he looks at the blockers, then looks at the pipe. And this guy sees that. This guy sees that he's looking at the pipe. So then he's locked in, and then he's like, "Oh shoot, okay, I gotta get out of here." Weird footwork. Davyskiba puts it away. Bang. Gutierrez. Gutierrez has a really nice serve too. Yeah. As the third blocker, I feel like you're able to be very athletic because you have, I guess, the biggest runway, so to say. Like look at Davyskiba, he kind of has to shuffle, make a small step, and find the ball. But then Abulubaba has like a big runway. He's able to just run all the way over, get super physical, hang and grab this ball. So like, honestly, this is not a good tip. Because that triple blocker usually is able to be super athletic. So if you're going to make this tip, it's got to be over here. Like, you got to be aiming here, not here. Or, you obviously have to go higher and go over them. Luauti serving it up. Ooh, hello, Abulubaba. Kablam. That's good stuff right there. That's a good swing. I respect that swing. This is a really, really nice serve. Look at how much it cuts here. And last time he also reverse floated it. So it's good to just pop that next one, Especially if you've only served twice. You maybe catch him off guard just a slight bit. Just a little bit. Oh my gosh, over the top. Letting him reach. Look at how high he swings here. Wow, beautiful. And I mean, they're just keeping the ball alive. This libero always hypes me up. He gets this great dig here, and watch him. He's getting crazy. He's getting hyped up. Come on, give it to him. And then he's mad. But yeah, no, I like liberos that are real hyped and they add a ton of energy. Did he kick the net? He might have kicked the net here. Don't know. Abulubaba is just swinging away these times. And then this middles, he's changing up his serve. I like it. Goes like that. I mean, going wide like that. I'm not gonna lie, going wide like that can be dangerous for your face, as you see right here. He almost gets blasted in the face. But sometimes it's the correct decision because you want to just take away short angles. But with this guy right here, I mean, he doesn't really swing low that much. I like this swing though. Oh, okay, yeah, 'cause he didn't really mean to. He just kind of hit the middle blocker's hands. But it's a good spot. I mean, it went to a good spot because of how it hit his hands, I guess you could say. But I'm a bit surprised that Modena won this game because I mean, Alliance Milano's had a really good year. At least they had a really good start to their year. I really like some of their players. Porro, I think he runs a great offense. I think their middles are solid. I think Reggers is having a really, really good year. Luauti coming off of an Olympic gold medal. I don't know who this guy is. I think he's Italian. But yeah, I think they're searching for their O2. I mean, searching for an O2 that does a little bit more. But I don't know. Not sure. Oh, I like this by Porro here. Watch him. Squares up to him like he's going to block and then just turns his hands like this. Okay, that's all he does. He's going up like he's going to dunk it straight forward, and then he just turns his hands like that, finishes both of his hands that way. I hope you guys can see. He's here, boom. And then, I mean, it's nice too because he doesn't have to set it as far because Luauti is transitioning. But I mean, it's still a very aggressive, very nice swing. Davyskiba doing the deep dish right there. Ooh, and then they look at each other. That's tough. That's tough. I think they probably mess around there. Reverse flow to who? Buchegar. Yeah. Buchegar. I think Buchegar had a pretty good game. I mean, that's a pretty good swing right there. I think he was, 7 for 10, something like that. I can check the stats. Or, I mean, I can't do it if you guys want because you guys can't really tell me until the video's already over. So, you know what? I'll just leave it be. I think he had a good game. Oof. This is an interesting swing here by Davyskiba. Personally, I wouldn't say it's the best choice. I mean, it might hit his hands here, but if Reger stays up, then that might get blocked. And I mean, if they're moved over a slight bit, he also might get blocked there. So, not my favorite swing there, but hey, sometimes you'll take a bad swing and it'll still work out. I don't mind this going on kind of like a really fast tempo, and like you get some crappy blocks, I guess you could say. Abalu Baba just ripping. And he's always just he's always that huge block. I mean, wow. And they're going out of system, Davyskiba. Great choice by Luauti, obviously. And I think it's good too that Poro stayed right there, ready for that. I don't think that they talked about it, probably not. But I mean, great choice by Luauti because he already got him on this. Okay, so if you already get someone on it, you can't really expect them not to make an adjustment if they're a good player. If they're not a good player, then you can just keep doing what you're doing, keep getting the same exact kills that you've been getting. But most of the time, that will not be the case. Most of the time, people will make an adjustment. Like if you go off their hands, that's not going to be available next time. I mean, I feel like beach volleyball helps me work through that. Oh, yikes. Abalubaba. Oh, my. Pancaked it into his own face there. That stinks. That'll happen, though. That's a real nice swing. This is a really nice swing, just getting that sharp cross. Wow. Really nice. And you really, like, if you're going sharp cross, you have to go underneath this hand here. That middle closes that sharp cross just a split second too late. But it allows Davyskiba to score there. You know, it's just a slight, small difference. Oof. Miscommunication there. Yeah, and I would attack this matchup all day. Poro against Gutierrez, who jumps out of the gym. You know, I'll take that all day. Look at where he's contacting the ball. He has to tip, though. And yeah, it's definitely the middle's job to cover this tip if he doesn't go up and block with him. But, I mean, different coaches will say different things. Sometimes your strategy, you might want someone else to be taking it, whatever. But for the most part, I would say if the middle jumps with the middle and then the pin gets set, they're responsible for those tips. And it has to be a quick transition, a quick transferring of like what you're doing, you know. But yeah, I think that's important. Oof. That stinks. It came off his arms real weird there. I mean, I think fundamentally that was a fine pass, but then it just kind of came off his arms weird. Spin serve by Dececco. And they're kind of crowding up on him. You know, they're crowding up pretty forward there. And it does not work out for them very well. Over the top. Look at the spacing. Look at how this middle has to shuffle. This right here is why spacing with these two routes is important. Because look at how the middle is fronting the middle, and then he has to shift over and then still jump sideways. Okay. Well, he went forward, but still. Yeah. Nice. And Poro was not able to do very much. And as a pipe attacker, I feel like it's important when you're passing here. Like, okay, if I get this pipe, or if I get a pipe, I know that this guy's front row. I'd rather swing over Poro than Luauti, because Luauti doesn't really make a move there, but still. But it's also situational. If you're super far over here, you're not just gonna force yourself to swing over top of Poro, because you'd swing out of bounds. So it's situational, but those are just kind of hedging your bets a little bit. Itera's pretty good serve. Davyskiba just takes the free ball. And with a front row setter, there's no point. You just dime the ball, and you got 4 options against 3 right now. See what happens. Atsuka gets a block. Hello, Atsuka. Really nice press here. Great timing. Up and then press. Right into the cross. That's beautiful. Dececco keeps the ball alive by just, Atsuka. Good choice, my friend. Good choice. Throwing it right outside of that blocker. Right outside of that right arm. And he stays with the ball, too. I really like that, because if he ends up, like, he's tipping here, but then if he ends up hitting the block, then he can keep pushing because he's still touching the ball. Some people will be like, oh, wow, carry. But if he's contacting here and just stays with the ball, that's fine. That's fine. Because then he can just let it go at any point. Like, he's barely even in control. But then if it stops, his hand's still there, to where if it stops, it's going to come back into him and he can do something with it. So we got Gardini and we got Atsuka. We got both of them in here right now. Looks like they did a double outside sub. I didn't even realize that. I don't know if that was the beginning, or no, they switched it later. Okay. Atsuka's playing well too. I assume he plays with the Japanese national team because he's nice. He's nice with it. But I'm not sure. It's a pretty good. It's a really nice serve. But like, we were working on this in my practice yesterday, where like anything past this guy's right arm, anything past right here is definitely this guy's ball. Okay. Because look at the spin on it. Okay, look at the cut. Any righty, the cut will go this way unless their arm swing is just broken. Okay, the cut will go towards this guy. It's going to cut away from him, which makes it really hard for him to make the angle. That's why you go left seams on a right-handed serve. Okay, just want to clarify that. That's probably pretty well known. Just want to clarify. Great choice by Dececco here. I hope Davyskiba called it, because then it just, that you're not just setting into the oblivion. But, really nice tip. Just throwing a few tips here and there is really nice, just to keep people on their toes. If you're gonna swing, and then when you swing, it's just gonna be a blast out of bounds. No point, obviously. Come on. So you got to learn which ones are like that. What a move by the middle. I'm not even gonna lie. This is so unathletic looking, but he is so tall, so it does not matter. Wow. Yeah, that'll do. That'll work. Jeez, what a beast. What a large human. Again, really nice choice. These tips work, man. And it's important too to like, just when you're doing this tip right here, to make sure you're outside of this blocker, to make sure that you're getting it past him. Because like, if you don't track the ball, then you're just gonna get blocked, and that's obviously not gonna work. And then like, I'm glad that he didn't do that again. Okay, if you get a free ball back, do something else with it. Blast it really hard, hit it really hard, but do something else. He goes sharp cross there. Especially on an in-system ball, you guys know I love that sharp cross swing. I think it's very, very effective. Oh, wow. What a play by this libero. Just keeps it alive. Yeah, Atsuka keeping it alive, too. These guys, they're scrappers. They scrap. This libero, good read by the libero. And it just barely goes down. Good dunk by Dececco, though. And you see this middle. He's going away from the ball, and this guy is like, oh shoot, okay, and that completely opens this up. That completely opens up this lane so that this guy knows, this setter knows, there's nobody in front of me, I can dunk it. Okay, he still has to be physical with it. He still has to be smart. But yeah, I mean, it draws this blocker's attention away from the setter when he goes backward like this and goes kind of far. Yeah, so yeah, fair enough. Bang, good cross. Bang. Really nice swing. And he still contacts it so high still, you know? Like I think it's the most important thing when you're swinging. You just got to learn how to contact the ball high consistently. You know? It's good for you. It's real good for you. Okay. Ooh, hello. Yeah, this libero, man, he's balling out these days. This Scrappy. He's a scrap. He's a little scrappy dude right there. Yep. He's ready to get hit, man. He's ready to get hit. He's fine with it. He's cool with it, and he's mad that he didn't get that dig. He doesn't care that he got hit. Can't be scared of the ball. If you want to be great at defense, you cannot be scared of the ball. Not at all. Bang. Really nice swing. Again, contacting it high allows you to take it far sharper. Okay. Perfect pass. Over the top. Again. And this guy's not able to help because he just can't reach it and he already jumped, you know? And, you know, Poro, I think this is important too, to know that Poro has to leave for Abulubaba because, like, bro, he has a terrible mismatch, an extreme mismatch. So he has to leave. So if that means that he's running this route around this area, this guy's not going to be much of help, okay? Like, he's not even able to get above the net, okay? Because he has to just make sure that he's on Abulubaba because Abulubaba is contacting it at the top of the pin, you know? It would be very dumb if he waited. He'd be disciplined, but, I mean, he would be at a huge disadvantage, you know? And so it's one of those two options. You know, I'm attacking Poro all day on that. Who's that? Masari. Yeah, Masari. Watched him. He did some really cool out-of-system stuff recently. It's cool to watch. Dang, good run by Poro here. And, you know, he still just makes sure he hits that window. Kaboom. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Tape ace, man. You can't do much about a tape ace. You really can't. You know, and Dececco leaves this ball inside. I would much rather you leave this ball inside as a setter than obviously put it too far. But like you're still aiming for perfect. You're still aiming for perfection. Let's see what happens here. Oh, missed serve. Never mind. Let's see what happens here. Is that number 5 serving? Yeah. That middle. Asuka, 2-pass. Off the hands here, Reggers. I don't know if Reggers had a good game. This might have been his worst game that I've seen statistically. Let's see this one more time, sorry. Gets his feet there, tips it into the hands. Reggers thinks that he's trying to swipe him. And so he swipes back in and then messes it up a little bit. Very interesting. I think I just thought of a new move there, you know. You wait and then you press it after they think you're swiping. Really nice. You know, you could also bait like a really tall guy a really big blocker, you could definitely bait him into reaching over the net too. Like if you already swipe him, if you swipe him once, maybe twice in a game, and then you just like wait and see if he reaches over and then touch it late, you could definitely bait them into reaching over the net. Ooh, hello. I mean, just another really great swing. Is this Buchega right here? Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice swing, man. Gotta admit. It's a great swing. We got 24-22. Lefty serve coming at him. Oh, come on. Middles, you gotta trust your setter. I don't care if it's the backup guy. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you've never played with him before. Make yourself available. Don't be like this where you're just like, he's not gonna set me. He can't set me on this one. He's not able to. Let your setters be free. The more available that you make yourself and the more you jump and go up on your route, the cooler stuff that the setter can do. You know, like the more confident that he will get, and the more confident you'll get because you're gonna get like in getting set because you're gonna get set more. If you're more available, more consistently, that dude's gonna set you more. Okay, it's simple. It's simple. And like all setters want to do cool stuff like that. Okay, don't let any setter tell you he doesn't want to do any cool stuff. He wants to do cool stuff. He wants to run the middle when there's no one thinking that he's gonna run the middle. You know, like he wants to do these cool things. So you need to, even if you make yourself look like an idiot by jumping, even though there's no point in you getting set, like you just gotta give the setters a chance to do cool stuff. Because if they see you jumping when they're in some weird spot like this, you know, if they see you jumping, then they're gonna be like, okay, he was available. Next time if I get this situation, I'm gonna try and see if I can hit him. Okay? Gives him a chance. Yeah, let him go. Let him go be athletic there. Come on, let it happen. Abalubaba. Dude, Otsuka just diamond balls out here. You know, maybe they should. I mean, Allianz Milano has some pins on that team. They have 4 pins that I could see starting, honestly. Like if Laudi's not doing well for passing reasons, throw Otsuka in there. If Laudi's not doing well for scoring reasons, throw Gardini in there. If the other guy's not doing well, throw either one of these guys in. You know, like it's just, wow, they got pins. They got options. That's a good pro team right there. Oh, we're available. We're alive. Poro taking swings, letting it be up there. Come on. Oh, and he sneaks it through there. Regulars, you little dog, you. You little dog, you. You dog. Oh, Dececco. And, you know, he does this because it makes it so much easier to, like, he turns all the way because then it's so much easier to set this guy. And, like, him doing a max jump is going to get this guy to bite. Okay? Yeah, wow, that's nice. Crazy by the libero to get there. Look at how hard he transitions, too. He's covering the dump, and then he shuffles over as fast as humanly possible. Still ready on contact. Just puts it up there. Just puts it up in the air. Beautiful, man. And then regular gets blocked. Yeah, it ruins the libero's highlight. I assume that this libero is going to get a nice contract for next year because he's doing real well. Ooh, yeah, Gutierrez, good swing. Big oh, hello, almost bopped Abalubaba. See ya. We're missing serves now. We're definitely missing serves. Let's go back to this one. Look at this. See ball. We're missing serves. We can't pass. Oh my gosh. Everybody's getting messy. Yeah, and I mean, Davyskiba has tried to go off the hands many times now. I mean, Reggers dropped his hands. He missed the hands there too. Like, yeah, you gotta have variety again. But it's also tough because he was put off the net so far. Yeah, set's coming from far. But he's just got to kind of accept, okay, I can't score on everything. I got two swings off the hands already. They're going to drop their hands. I got to just accept it and do a different swing. Davyskiba swinging hard down this line, just bops Poro right in the face, man. Yikes. He slapped him in the teeth. Oh my goodness. Libero's got to dime that puppy. If it's right on your body, like right in front of you, you gotta dime this one. It's tough though. I mean, sometimes it cuts late. Sometimes it's just really fast. It'll happen. Out of bounds. Yes. Davyskiba going back to serve. Chops it short. Variety. Ooh, they bring Gardini inside here, trying to mess with the Dececco. I don't mind that at all. I like that. Come on, why not? And it's not that big of a route change. It's just a slight bit. It's just a little bit. Who was the server? Davyskiba. So they're passing 4 here. Doing that when passing 4, that's confidence, bro. That's confidence. I like that a lot. But it's also like if you're running cool routes like that, you and your setter have to agree. If the pass is perfect, we are doing that route. If the pass is not perfect, we go back to the normal route. You have to have that agreement with the setter so there's not confusion. And then you still have to communicate through it too, because perfect looks different in my eyes than it does in someone else's eyes. So you gotta communicate that up. You gotta talk that through. Say yes, 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 no, 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 whatever. Dececco's doing this. He's just doing a little slight tap to see if he can get a reuse. Oh, Reger's swinging down that line. He had so much line here. He had a ton available. Must have just got it behind him. Get your feet to the ball. Yeah, he just overshot it too much, I think. It looked like he caught it behind him. Oh, my back just cracked. Oh, my gosh. Atsuka, he's good, man. He's really nice. He had a really good game. He's having a decent game, I guess. I mean, they lost, so nothing else really matters. Abulubaba, just a beast. He's just swinging high, swinging deep, swinging hard. What a guy. Good for him. Oh. Yeah, I mean, Alliance Milano is just getting caught in a few weird situations that they're not handling right now. Like the people are getting hit in the chest on serve receive. Like just some weird stuff. And then Abulubaba, of course he's going to go OT on Atsuka. Of course. What else do you expect? Yeah, not much he can do there. Not going to lie to you. I like this. I always like that over-the-top run. I mean, I think it's beautiful. Like but if that pass gets moved backwards, that's when that over-the-top run gets super, super effective. Good step in. Let's see what Davyskiba does. High off the hands here. Yep. Yeah, out of system, he's just swinging real high every single time. And, I think it's really nice. I think it's really important to just make sure that you're setting your out of system balls in front of that header to let him go make a choice. Because if not, then you're just not letting him make any choices. Brutal. What the heck? Weird one. Yeah, I mean, Gutierrez he has to swing deep there. He's trying to bounce it. And it was going right into his hands anyways. I mean, not the best. Not the best swing. Yeah, this is a tough one. You have to get that line so quick when that guy's diving there. I like that cross. If he would have swung cross there, that would have been nice. Obviously, hindsight's 20/20. But I mean, it's a different one, but still, cross is just better. Cross is more trustworthy. Line's gonna be open, and then it can be closed in a split second. Cross, it takes way more to close that off. Yeah, and I mean, this is what I'm talking about though. Like he knows, and he's gotten screwed by a few of those out of system swings where he's trying to go off the hands and then they drop their hands. So he knows that. So he plays off of it. play off of what they're doing. Okay, that's how you be great. That's how you be an expert strategist, right? I think that's the word. I think it's the right word. I'm not sure. Guitarra is able to just go. I mean, his change of direction is so athletic. I think he's able to go off the hands there. Yeah, looks like it. That's a nice serve. Look at that. Look at how it just barely crossed that tape. Right over top of it. Let's look at that real quick. Right over top of that tape. Puts him out of system, of course. Gardini, let's see what he does. Off the hands, and it turns into a soft block. I mean, come out. Good reuse by the middle. Don't mind that. Porro setting his offense, setting regulars. Yeah, good job by Dececco to be able to grab that. Oh, I would have loved to see him sit there. It's a nice run, though. Again, same thing is like make yourselves available middles. Even if you're doing a weird route, even if this is the only transition you get is one step, get up there, take a swing, be able to take a swing. And middles don't get set that much anyways, so like when you do get set, you got to take advantage of it. You gotta prove yourself as a middle in those scenarios. Hey, good dodge, Dececco. We got 2020. Let's see what happens in this last 5, like game to 5, I guess you could say. Dececco. Cross. Like, see, so this is what I'm talking about. It's so difficult to take away sharp cross. Yeah. I mean, I gotta start bouncing more balls. I gotta start going for bounces more often, I think. I'm going for more highlights. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so like I said earlier, when that pass gets moved backwards, that over-the-top route's really effective. When this pass gets moved forward, this right behind route gets really effective. As long as this middle is still an option, of course. Okay? Bang. All day. All day. Yeah. So wait, what happened? Was he over? What happened here? Oh, I think he was under. Yeah, because the ball didn't drop. He didn't stop himself. Dang. That stinks. That stinks for him. Not going to lie. It's a really nice swing. And I think that's an error. It counts as an error because of situation. But yeah, same deal. Pass gets moved backwards a little bit. He's going over the top. Ooh, Otsuka keeps it alive, kind of, almost. Just off his hands. And he's so good at just, like, adapting to the play. Like, okay, it went off my hands. Find the ball. Boom. That's, even though he didn't keep that alive, that's still impressive just to touch that. Good discipline. So, when that ball's coming over, they call it the plane. Like, if it's on top of the net or, like, any sort of overlap on top of the net, that's the plane, so it's anybody's ball. But, like, you don't want to cross that, okay? You can't cross that. That's illegal. So you got to just, this is the net. This is the net. Put your hand right there, and then when it hits you, you're good. Going out of bounds. 23-23, game to 2. Pretty sure Modena takes both of these points here. Oh, nice swing by him. Again, like he's scored off this a few times, even though he went over on that one. Sorry, under the net on the one. It's a nice swing, though. I mean, that's a really good angle. And let's see here. Otsuka dimes it. Going back to Reggers. Reggers blasts it out of bounds. Oh. I think he might have left this ball a little bit inside, but still, that's no excuse for bad hand contact. Brutal. Good game, though. Big game for Modena. Thanks for watching, guys.